Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So all I've done so far is applied the Tarte Creaseless Concealer onto my lid, and we're going ahead and blending it out with the Morphe Beauty Blender. It's the Tarte Creaseless Concealer, so we're just patting, and blending and blending. I've already done my brows before with the Maybelline Tattoo Brow Studio Cream in dark brown. I'm now going in with the Morphe M173 brush and just going into my James Charles palette by Morphe and packing on that white shade onto my lid just to go ahead and set the concealer, guys. Alright guys, now that we went ahead and did that, we're going back into that palette, into that light violet shade. I love that color. It is so pigmented and so pretty. And we're just going to go ahead and pack it onto the outer corners, into my crease, and our inner corner. We're going to just go ahead and pat, and we're not going to blend yet. I really did love this color, guys. It isn't so much purple, but it has that purple tone to it, and it's just perfect. So we're just going to repeat, obviously, the same process onto the other lid. You guys, I really enjoyed doing this look. It was something out of my comfort zone, using these colors and blending them and bringing them all together, but it looked so great at the end. I like to use, by the way, guys, I like to use flat brushes for this process, not so much blending brushes. Alright, so we're just packing on another layer just to make it darker and darker. I really wanted this color to be pigmented before we tried to diffuse the edges. So now we're going in with a more fluffy brush, and we're just diffusing the edges, guys. The reason for that is so you get the most pigment out of the color, but you don't have those ugly sharp lines on the edges. I recommend that you guys blend in small circles. If you really want to diffuse something lightly, you blend in circular motion lightly on the outer corners and just kind of work your way into your inner corner. The reason why I say this is because some people like to blend from side to side and it doesn't give you that perfect round shape and blend. Like when you guys blend in a circular motion, it's just a lot easier and it looks a lot better. So we're just repeating the same process on the other lid, of course. Now guys, remember, it's always going to look a little bit tricky before it gets a whole lot better. So just trust the process. Alright, so now we're going ahead and packing on some more of that violet shade, just like I said earlier, so that it's a lot more pigmented than it was earlier. And we're blending. It's looking great. So we're going back in with that flat brush, like I mentioned, and right back into that Morphe palette with a darker shade of orange. I didn't want to go with such a bright color because I wanted it to kind of blend in with that violet and work its way outwards into a lighter color. You always want to go ahead and go from your darkest to lightest towards your brow bone. The reason being is just so it looks like it's working in a certain pattern, if that makes any sense. So we're just packing it on to the outer corners where they're already blended out, that violet color, just so when we blend it out, it looks like a transition shade. It's looking perfect. At this point, my hand was so sore from blending. All right, so here we're going back in with another clean, fluffy brush to blend out that orange shade. I was having a little bit of trouble. Another comment I wanted to make, the James Charles palette by Morphe, it's really pigmented, but really, really easy to blend. So for people who are starting off playing around with makeup, it's the best palette to go for if you want a variety of colors. So see how on that eye it's perfectly blended outwards and it looks more of a transition shade from the purple to the orange? That's what you're going for. It's looking great, guys. So we're repeating the same process on the other lid. Just blend, blend, blend. Remember, circular motions out towards your brow bone. Remember, guys, not everybody's lids are the same, so people may have more of a folded lid. So if you need to lift and blend, that's fine too. So we're going in with another flat brush into that bright yellow shade like I had told you earlier. And we're going to pack that on the outer corner of that dark orange so we can use it as a blending out shade from that orange transition color. So we're going to pack, pack, pack all around. And then we're going to blend, blend, blend. The best way to make sure that everything looks like it's blended together is to get a fluffy brush and blend it. My favorite is this Luxie brush. I got it in my BoxyCharm for, I believe, the month of May. And it just works great for doing that. See how perfect that blend looks? It looks amazing. So remember, if you don't have enough of that lighter color that you're obviously using on the outer corner, you can always go back like I'm doing so now and applying more of that yellow so that it just gives it a sharper color of that yellow transition shade. So now we're going back into that purple. So I'm applying a darker color of shade of purple so that way my lid is a lot darker than everything else and it looks like a perfect, perfect transition. So now I'm just blending, blending, and blending some more into that crease just so we don't have any sharp lines like I had mentioned earlier. The reason why I'm going back into the crease is so that when we go ahead and cut the half crease, we have that purple shade already working its way into what we're going to apply on top of that concealer. Perfect. Blend, blend, blend. So here we go. Same process on the other eye, guys. Just like I said, take a flat brush, apply that darker purple into the crease, and then just blend softly. You don't want to go in with too much pressure so it's not patchy, and blend in circular motions into your crease. Awesome. So we're going back in, like I said, to brighten that yellow up, packing it on and blending it out. Perfect. Awesome. So now we have our three main colors on our lids. So now we're going to go ahead and pack on that concealer lightly. We don't want to gunk it on. onto our center part of our lid and apply the darker shade of purple. The reason for that is because the concealer is a base, and as you go packing on the darker color, it's going to look like the darkest color on your lid. It's going to look great. So this is the flat brush I like to use by Morphe. I use it to shape my brows, and I also use it for my lid. The reason also I use the Tarte Creases Concealer for my eyes the most is because I feel like it has the most hold when it comes to high pigmented shadows like this palette. So we're lightly patting that onto the lid where I obviously want to go ahead and apply the darkest shade. And here we go. We're almost done, guys. This is actually a really nice look for any day and night look. You can wear this to go have lunch, brunch, dinner, whatever it may be. It's extremely casual and super cute. So now we're packing on that darker shade of purple that we had used to go ahead and line the crease and make it a little bit more sharp. It's looking great. Pack, pack, pack. And some people like to go ahead and blend it. I personally do not. I feel like if you just pack the color on, it does enough in itself. Wow, guys, this is gorgeous. So all I did, honestly, was go back in with a fluffy brush and just blend the crease just because I didn't want it to look patchy. I just wanted to make sure we had the most pigment, and it still looked blended perfectly. Looked great, guys. I really did enjoy doing this look. I hope you guys like, subscribe, share this video, and I hope to see you guys on my next video. Please leave a comment down below if you'd like to see any more looks like this or what you guys prefer to see on my channel. And please go ahead and let me know what you thought about this look. I personally love doing it, and I love the way it came out.